Hey apprentices, Metasolaray here, and Riot has finally answered the real problems, giving tanky junglers, especially Udyr junglers such as Phoenix and Meteor players, a way to really scale into the early to mid games and be able to contribute just a little bit more in these fights. Now, with patch 10.3, we did get some EXP buffs, which I will talk about in hopefully a future video, but today we're going to be going over the new changes to Balmy Cinder as well as Cinder Hulk, and how they're going to go ahead and impact you guys. Now, they have gone through two changes already. The old version, which was percent burn after immobilization after about every 4 seconds, and then the new one, which is a burst fire nova around yourself for a scaling damage based on 6 to 23, 1 per level, and then 2% of your bonus health. Now, what a lot of you guys have asked, how does this impact Udyr? And I got some good fun things to show you. First off, I think this is a net positive buff. This is a definite big way to help us clear our camps, but more importantly, give us a lot more opportunity to really get a good start in the team fight. So guys, you're probably wondering, what are the numbers? Because, 2%, what does that mean to me? And I got you guys covered. I've already went ahead and, we did the numbers for you guys, so you guys don't have to ask. And there will be a link provided in the description below. So if you do want to look over the numbers, or hey, Meta, that number doesn't look right, by all means, the information will be publicly available for you guys' reading pleasure. But let's go over here. So right here we have the Balmy's damage. So this is the amount of damage that Balmy's will do when you have hit your stun. So at level 1, it'll do 10 damage, and then it'll scale up from there from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, so on. So if you happen to got 3 kills in the beginning of your game at level 1, you would be doing 10 damage. And this is kind of how much it does overall. So that is giving you, so I get my Balmy Cinder generally around level 7, level 6, around here. So you're looking about a 14, 15 extra damage on every stun, guys. That's literally like a longsword worth of extra physical damage. And guys, that is damage you're already doing, that we're already accomplishing and handing out. The big important part is how much damage that each Fire Nova is going to release. And remember, it is AoE when you get your Cinder Hulk. Right here, we have those numbers in column L. We have 25.8 damage and scaling all the way down to 42.8. This is, again, these numbers are assuming no overgrowth, no health rune. We're not including health rune. I mean, I could do the numbers someday if there's definitely a request out for it. But this is just based off of items only. So Cinder Hulk and its passive for the 15% bonus HP. For Meteor build, this is Cinder Hulk, boots, and a Stairs Gauge. You are looking at an additional 46.50 at level 1. I don't know how many kills you had to get if the enemy team is running it down, but just saying, that's how much you do. And it scales up to a very nice 63.50. I generally get my Stairs Gauge around levels 12, like about 11 to 12, so it'd be around here. So about, between 50 to 58 damage is about the area I'd say I usually get my Stairs Gauge, depending on, how I've been jungling. And lastly here, for you guys out there who are Phoenix players who you just love tank Udyr, and you're like, hey, I'm a Phoenix main, what's this do for me? Your numbers are right here. We're scaling from 45.3 all the way down to 62.35. Again, every 10 seconds, and that is what it is. Now, a couple of you guys, you look at the old one, it was additional burn for every 4 seconds that you can continuously replicate. And you're like, hey, which one's better? Which one gives me more damage? Guess what? I got those numbers for you too. Over here we have old Balmy Cinder and how many seconds you need to stay on target, and how many seconds you have to stay on target to match the damage of the current Cinder Hulk version, the current burn. So how long you have to stay on top of it. Do note that only the Meteor and Phoenix at early levels, so like level 6, and it's about level 6 and level 5, you'd have to stun more than one target. So you'd have to stun a target and then stun another target and still stay on top of the same target to outmatch the damage. Otherwise, as you guys see here, as you get more levels, the timer goes up. So the more levels you had, the higher the timer. The lower, and as you can see from the kind of scaling, the more HP you buy, the less and less and less. So early game it's a definite buff. It gives you a stronger early game. So this is gonna give us more damage when we're against those Olafs, those Echoes, those Kazakhs. This is gonna give us a little bit more damage right off the front end. You don't have to stay on the same target because it's immediate. It's AoE immediate damage. Overall, guys, here's my stance on it. I think this is a great direction Riot's going. I do think that the 10 seconds is going to be a big problem, though. Remember, guys, it's 10 seconds off of any stun. So, if we're using this to clear jungle camps and someone gets on top of us while we're clearing a jungle camp after we use our stun, yes, that bonus damage is going to help us clear faster, which is going to be beautiful, by the way. So, Phoenix players, stun, Phoenix, fire. Just saying. It's going to definitely put you in a little bit of disadvantage. You're going to have to be a little bit more careful around those scuttle fights because you're going to try to, start scuttle with it. I personally think maybe the timer needs to go down just a little bit. It's like 10 seconds is really long. For the tank junglers, definitely going to give them a lot more damage on their engage. So, Aftershock's going to be really, really happy to take this. It's going to give a lot of return value. And I think that's really what tanks need. They need a way to take the investment of HP, turn it into something better. And Stair's Gauge is putting it to shield. Cinderhawk's giving him more HP. And now Cinderhawk itself is giving you additional damage on top of, runes like Aftershock. So, will it be enough, guys? We're going to have to wait and see it on the meta. But as always, I will be here giving you the latest and greatest information to help you guys succeed. So, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell because you know you love me. And if you hit the bell hard enough, Tempest might just appear. She's gone right now, but she might just appear. So you've got to make sure you hit those like buttons. Let's try to get at least 50, okay? Till next time, apprentices. Chowder.